Hey guys! First of all, I'd like to start off by saying a massive hello to all of my new subscribers. Since Sana's Booktuber Gathering video, I have had an absolute influx of new subscribers and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you, and also thank you for all my current subscribers for still watching. And for all the new subscribers and everybody that doesn't know, my name is Katie and I haven't bought a book for a week and 2 days now. Hi Katie and welcome to Bookaholics Anonymous. Katie, it's so nice for you to join us for the first time. I'm so glad to know that you have lasted a week and a day. A week and 2 days, that's even better. I'm so proud of you. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep believing. So yeah, tell me about yourselves. Tell me what books do you like, where you're from, how old are you, anything you want to tell me. I'd love to get to know you guys. On to the crux of the video, I am going to be reviewing Chocolat by Joanne Harris. I was about to pronounce Joanne Harris with like a French kind of thing. Chocolat by Joanne Harris or something like that. I will shut up now. By the way, I am not going to attempt to name a lot of these things because this book, as it's set in France, as it would be, the names of the characters and the names of the places are French, so therefore I would be absolutely horrendous in actually pronouncing half of these names, so I'm not even going to bother and I'm just gonna summarise, and the names aren't really that important. So yeah, this is set in a little French quaint town where nothing really happens. They go by their everyday lives, they go to church every weekend, and they're just a generally religious town. Joanne, who actually I will pronounce the name of because of the fact that she is one of the main characters, she moves into the town with her daughter and they set up a chocolate shop. Now this chocolate shop is something completely different to anything that's ever been in this little quaint town, and the parish vicar absolutely despises this fact, and he wants to do anything in his power to close down the shop and to ruin Vienne. Now this book is told from the different perspectives of the vicar and Vienne, and I think that this gives a really different outlook on how you're actually seeing the whole situation, because from Vianne's point of view, it's all new and she's really not doing anyone any harm and she's just trying to bring a little bit of happiness to everyone's lives. But from the vicar's point of view, she's trying to cause everyone to sin. She wants to evoke gluttony and overindulgence. And he thinks that she came here to destroy everything that is about the town. It's nice to see their two different points of view when certain events happen, because these are two people that are of different sides of the spectrum. One has a totally negative point of view and one is the most optimistic person that you will ever read about. And it's quite refreshing to see these two points of view, because usually you just see one and you kind of take sides. And although this book does actually make you take sides with one in particular, it makes you think about the other opinion. It makes you think that not everything is so black and white and that there are shades of grey. I absolutely love the characters in this book. Even the minor characters have so much personality and depth, even though they're not actually gone into with as much detail as Vianne and the vicar. You still feel for them and you feel the emotions that they feel along the way. I like the fact that although you had the main plot line going along, at the same time you have subplots going on that involve the minor characters, and it's nice to see minor characters actually get a bigger role in something. Basically what I'm trying to say is that the subplots were just as important as the main plot and they all added up to exactly the same thing. I did find this book to be very readable as the writing flows really well, but there were times in the book where I didn't have a clue as to what was going on. When you're learning about Vianne's past and how she got to be in this French town, that's when everything starts to come to light, but I didn't really understand what was going on because it was made up of these really short, sharp sentences and really vague ideas of what had actually happened between her and her mother in the past, and I found myself slightly confused as to what was going on. They used the same phrases over and over again to use as a kind of trigger to her memory, and although it's a good idea on paper, that's not really the best phrase to use. Although it's a good idea to have those kind of little triggers, it's not a good idea when you don't actually back them up with anything substantial and anything that anyone can actually understand, and they're not actually told in the first place what they're actually about for the triggers to actually make any sense. or they may have been, but I just totally glazed over them because of the fact that I didn't understand. And to be honest, a lot of the time I did find myself glazing over those parts. On the whole, I really love this book and I really recommend it to anyone. This is absolutely fabulous, and although there are little minor negatives about it, the positives definitely outweigh it, and I just generally really like this book. I don't think I've actually seen any reviews on anyone's channels of this book, so if anyone's read this, I'd be really interested to see, and especially if somebody's seen the movie and read the book and can compare the two. That would be really interesting too. So let me know in the comments below if that's something that you've read at all. Bye!